decision, Zabit Magomedsharipov. By unanimous decision, Magomed Ankalaev. For the winner, by unanimous decision, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov. At 3 minutes, 16 seconds of the second round, declaring the winner by submission due to a head and arm choke, and new undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
In recent years, countless fighters coming from Dagestan are increasingly present at the top in almost all categories of the UFC, Bellator, and any other great MMA organizations. Such fighters as Magomed Ankalaev at light heavyweight, Ikram Aliskerov, who is one of the greatest prospects of middleweight, Islam Makhachev and Khabib Nurmagomedov at lightweight, Zabit Magomedsharipov at featherweight, and Saad Nurmagomedov and Umar Nurmagomedov at bantamweight, and many others. But it's not just their technical prowess that propels them to greatness, it's their unwavering discipline and commitment. Dagestani fighters are renowned for their rigorous training regimens, pushing themselves to the limits, day in and day out. Dagestan is a region marked by geopolitical challenges and adversities that have forged an unbreakable warrior spirit. Their rise to prominence has captivated audiences worldwide, not just for their athletic prowess, but also for their humble and respectful demeanor outside the cage, rooted in a strong sense of community and camaraderie. And in this video, we delve into the reasons behind the Dagestani fighters' takeover of the UFC and in others MMA organizations, exploring the cultural, training, and strategic elements that have contributed to their remarkable success. And from now on we are gonna see some key points of why these guys are succeeding so much in the world of fighting nowadays. The Republic of Dagestan is considered one of the poorest regions of Russia, this small land that has revealed lots of great fighters and has also faced economic difficulties due to its complex ethnic and political dynamics. The region's economic struggles have been exacerbated by security concerns and the presence of extremist groups, and also has a long history of conflict and wars, especially during the 19th and 20th centuries. Some of the notorious wars and conflicts that occurred in Dagestan include the Caucasian War that lasted from 1817 to 1864, the Russian Revolution and Civil War that lasted from 1917 to 1922, the Second World War that has deeply affected not only the Republic of Dagestan but also the entire Soviet Union, the First Chechen War that lasted from 1994 to 1996, and to this very day they still deal with some extremist groups, such as the Islamic State, and these are just some of the notorious wars and conflicts that have shaped Dagestan's history. And with that in mind, it is clear to know that people there are very used to tough times, but they are no longer known only for having multiple wars and political conflicts. We all know that Russia alongside the United States are the two most notorious countries when it comes to wrestling, and the best wrestlers from Russia are exactly the Dagestanis. This republic has produced some real high-level wrestlers like Abdul Rashid Sajaliyev, an Olympic gold medalist who is always showcasing his ability to consistently perform at the highest level. Magomedresl Gazimagomedov, two-time world champion and a Grand Master of Sports in freestyle wrestling. Ali Aliyev, 5 times world champion in freestyle wrestling. Sazid Sazadov, who has won the bronze medal at the 2004 Athens Olympics and coached Khabib Nurmagomedov, Khabib Nurmagomedov himself, and many others. There is about 3 million people living in Dagestan, and although it is not a large population, they are very noticed when it comes to fighting for combat sports fans around the world. And one of the reasons why they are so good at fighting is because martial arts, especially wrestling, are rooted in Dagestan's culture. In the United States kids love basketball, in India kids love cricket, in Brazil kids love football, but in Dagestan, the favorite sport of children and teenagers over there is wrestling. Besides wrestling, they are also very into football, boxing, judo, and combat sambo. Another reason for them to be very good at fighting is the huge amount of fight training facilities. Dagestani fighters benefit from world-class coaching and training facilities. And one of the best coaches ever in MMA history is someone from Dagestan, and of course I am talking about the great Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov. Many of these athletes have access to top-tier coaches and experienced training partners, allowing them to fine-tune their techniques and master their craft. Additionally, Dagestan's connection to various MMA gyms around the world has facilitated the exchange of knowledge and expertise, leading to a well-rounded skill set that combines wrestling, striking, and grappling seamlessly. And alongside the training fighting facilities, we can't ignore the fact that they have one of the best coaches in the game, such as Sazid Sazidov, world champion wrestler, considered by many as the best wrestling coach from Dagestan, and he is currently the head coach of the Dagestan wrestling team. Habib Nurmagomedov, the best lightweight fighter of all time, and the best grappler in MMA's history, he has become quite successful in coaching high-level fighters like Usman Nurmagomedov and Islam Makhachev. And Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov. Abdulmanap's journey in combat sports began as a young wrestler, where he showcased his skills on the mat. His love for the sport extended to his role as a coach, shaping the lives of countless athletes, most notably his own son, Habib Nurmagomedov. Under Abdulmanap's guidance, Habib rose to become one of the most dominant fighters in MMA history, reigning undefeated in the UFC lightweight division with 3 title defenses, and with his humbleness, charismatic vibes and sportsmanship he managed to conquer the hearts of fans worldwide. Abdulmanap's coaching philosophy went beyond mere physical training. He instilled in his students the values of respect, humility, and sportsmanship. His influence transcended the confines of the gym, as he was not just a coach, but a mentor and father figure to many. His dedication to nurturing both the athletic and personal development of his students set him apart as a true cornerstone of MMA. He passed away in 2020 at the age of 57 due to complications from COVID-19. However, his legacy lives on through the fighters he trained, the principles he instilled, and the inspiration he provided to aspiring athletes worldwide, and he is without a doubt one of the main reasons why Dagestan is considered nowadays as a factory of great fighters.